What's up, everybody? 32 Icon here. Hope that you guys are doing well. I'm doing well myself. Please go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. In good faith, that I will continue bringing you great content. Oh, and I'm just another YouTube personality, so take what I say with a grain of salt and do your own research, okay? All right, so listen. Every time I look in this camera, I'm looking at this small lens, like this very small hole on the left side. So it looks like I'm looking into a whole camera, but I'm not. I have to look into this small lens because if I divert my eyes over to the middle of the camera like this, then I'm no longer looking at you. I'm looking at the camera, which is so much easier because it's a bigger picture of me and what's going on. But then I'm not looking at you, whereas I'm looking at you now, but I'm not. Now, but I'm not. Okay, I'm over it. All right, so today I'm coming to you with the most comfortable and accurate handguns that I love to shoot. Now, I already told y'all, everything is not for everybody, so I'm not showing you everything, right? Because everything is not for everybody. It's just a few handguns that I want to share with you guys. Many of you have already seen what I'm about to show you because I've already done several videos on them. And for others, it may be new. All right. So first up, I'll say this. I'll give you a hint. Majority of these firearms are either M&Ps, Smith & Wesson, M&Ps, or CZs. And I've come to the conclusion that Smith & Wesson and CZs are the most comfortable handguns to shoot for me. Like, you guys already know how much I love CZ and M&P, but that's like when I was picking them out, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I shouldn't even be surprised, but I guess it just confirms it. So we're going to go ahead and start, of course, with the M&P 2.0. And of course, with this trigger, let me get a good, come on, there we go. You guys already know with this trigger from Apex, it's just a beast. And I like this because it's the size of the Glock 19, right? That's almost like the perfect carry size. But the ergos, and honestly, I'm going to say that for every gun here, it's the ergos, except for one gun I'm not going to say that about. But for everything else, it's the ergos. This has a natural point of aim. I enjoy shooting it. I'm super accurate with it. And it's just like, come on, how many videos have I done on this particular gun? In fact, I need another one of these. It's like having 3 Glock 19s, right? You're like, why do you have 3 of them or 4 of them? It's because why not? That's how I feel about the M&P. I need a good, strong 2 more of those. All right, next up, I'm going to keep it in the M&P family. All right, just because this is probably next to another gun I'm going to show you. This is probably the most accurate gun, or handgun, I should say, oops, that I have in my collection. I have about 4,500 rounds to this. This is my first gun ever. You guys already know that. I explained that to you before. And when I picked it up, it felt like a glove. From day one, it felt like a glove. I knew that I was going to enjoy shooting. Natural point of aim. Of course, this is the big brother to the 2.0. But the ergos, the sights are crappy, but I blacked them out. I never got aftermarket sights for these. I just blacked it out, and I don't laugh at me. Okay, you see I have nail polish here? Okay, I was a newbie and I didn't want an all black gun. I was like, I gotta jazz this up. So of course I went on YouTube and found what other people did. And so I put like nail polish, and then on the front sight, I used like bright green polish, and then I blacked the rears out because I realized that I like a blackout rear better than anything else on the market. And I just never went back to change the sights. And I didn't have to, because if you guys watch my M&P video when I talked about the Apex, the 1.0, when I talked about the Apex, you'll see that I was the most accurate with this than any other firearm that I probably have shown on this channel. Next to one other, I would say. But anyway, so that's the other. Up next. All right. Listen, this is the Gen 5. Okay. I don't know what it is about this generation, but this generation is way more accurate than the Generation 4 and the Generation 3 to me. It says it has a marksmanship barrel in this Glock 19, but I don't know how, how accurate it is from the, from the Gen 4s and the Gen 3s. I just know that for whatever reason, I'm more comfortable shooting this. I don't know if it's because of the lack of grips or what, but when I tell you that I picked this up and I shot so accurate with it and it's more comfortable, that I was amazed myself. I'm like, Glock, this is an acquired taste. This fit is an acquired taste. This is not a fit where you're like, oh yeah, this fits like a glove. No, this does not fit like a glove. This is an acquired fit, meaning you have to get used to holding the Glock and being accurate with it. It's completely different than an M&P. The angle is just completely different. So if you pick up the M&P and then you go and pick up the Glock, you're going to feel a big difference. Or if you have the Glock and then you pick up the M&P, you're going to feel very different with it. But I will say that the M&P was natural for me. The Glock, I had to, get used to it. And then all of a sudden, I just ended up loving it. But for the Gen 5, it fit way better than the Gen 3 and the Gen 4. And it was an instant fit. So could it be that I've already gotten used to a Glock angle? Could be. Could it be that it doesn't have any grips here? Could be. And did it help that I shot super accurate with it? Of course. But nonetheless, I shoot this very well and it is comfortable. Still blocky, but it's comfortable. Next up, a good old 1911 Wesson ECO. This firearm, I gotta, it's something with this magazine. Let me show you. See how that comes out? The lip of it. I have a few other magazines. I could just switch it out, but I haven't yet. But anyway, oh my goodness. I have earlier footage of this firearm and it is quite accurate. It's quite accurate indeed. And of course, it has that 1911 trigger. Oh man. Crap. Hold on. Let's be easier. I hate doing it without the... Woo! Ciao. This just feels so good. But anyway, this has a match grade barrel. And yeah, I'm dead on with this. Dead on every single time I shoot it. I don't have any complaints about this firearm. It's comfortable. It's a little less than 4 inches in the barrel length. I want to say this is about 3.7, 3.6. Okay. Look at that. I got to take this back out. Of course, natural point of aim. This is a Dan Wesson, but we all know that CZ owns Dan Wesson at this point. So, yeah, anyway, ergos, trigger is nice. It's just a nice firearm. All right, next up. Remember last year I got this around, I think it was around Christmas, and I was absolutely happy. I mean, what's another word for happy? I was excited. I was elated. I was overjoyed, okay? I love the Shadow 2. And it's heavy, right? Fits like a glove, by the way. It's heavy, but when you're actually shooting it, it feels like like a boat on top of water. It just glides in your hand. Obviously, it's not like going up and down, right? It's just like do 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 do. That's the recoil, by the way. It just feels good. Like, it's comfortable, it's accurate, it's heavy. So of course it helps in that recoil. And I don't feel like I'm ever unable to manage the recoil. I don't feel like it's too heavy to hold. But again, this is a competition gun. So let me see. I'll just take this out. So you have, this is single action, but it's double action, single action. I'll just show you the single action. Get close. Woo. This, listen, this right here, CZ, you know I love CZ, but I enjoy taking this to the range. I absolutely love shooting it. I'm not going to put a light on here. It has a rail here, but it's not a typical 1913 Picatinny, but you could put something on here. But I don't plan on, using it for home defense or anything. It's competition, and when do you ever need a light in competition? I don't know. Some people might do it, but that's my baby. And last but certainly not least is, of course, another CZ. This is the SPO1 Shadow, but the target too. So you have that base plate, you have the upgraded trigger, the match grade barrel, the competition hammer, the all these guns are empty, by the way. The fiber optic front sight, the blacked out rear serrated sights. I mean, all of this is custom. This is custom. It's not like it was done in the factory and it was just submitted out to the public. No, it's customized. So this firearm, ooh, and the double action might be, let me see. It might be smoother than this. Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Double action, this is way smoother. And lighter. Oh. Yes, definitely. Smoother and lighter. I could take out my lineman, but I don't feel like going to grab it. But yeah, springs in here are definitely lighter. But when I brought them both to the range, the Shadow was dead on. I mean, tearing that little red target circle up. This did the same thing, except the grouping was a little larger. But I don't have as many rounds through this as I have through this, which is not a lot, maybe 200 rounds. But I haven't shot this as much as I should, considering, I mean, I should for the price. But anyway, and for me to have these awesome competition firearms, you would think that, Liv, are you shooting competition? Are you getting more into that? No, absolutely not. But I think maybe over this break, I might, go to some plate shoots. And I might do a video on that. Go to some plate shoots, see what's out there, and actually utilize these two, because they cost way too much money for me to be just letting them sit in the safe and look at them, or take them out occasionally and dry fire them. Like, I do that a lot, but these cost too much money for me to be doing that. So I'm thinking that in a couple of days or so, I'm going to see if there's any plate shoots nearby where I can go and go pop off. Okay. The only thing is, I think, I want to say I only have, I think I can use, because I have a CZ 75. I have another, I think the mags are interchangeable. I haven't played around with them much, but I think they're interchangeable, where if I wanted to go shoot, I at least have 4 mags. Probably 4 or 6. I think I got 6. Yeah, I have a 6. I think 6 between my guns. I don't know, but either way, I think I'll be set. So listen, this is not all, but for me, these are the most comfortable and most accurate handguns that I own and I love to shoot. Again, there are a couple of more out there, but they didn't make this list that I own, but maybe they're comfortable, but I'm not as accurate with them, or maybe they're accurate, but it's not as comfortable for me to shoot. Nonetheless, these are the 6 that made today's videos. So anyway, you let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know what you like to shoot, which ones are your favorite. Maybe you already seen me shoot these. I think I have a video on every single one of these except the Target 2 and the Gen 5. Okay, I don't think I did videos on those 2. And I do have a video on the ECO, but that was like very early when I first started making videos. So you might be able to find it in the archives. But guys, thank you for supporting the channel. I enjoy talking to you guys. I always enjoy making videos for you guys. So, and actually I make videos for me. You just happen to enjoy it with me. And so that pleases me. Okay, if all that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna get off this. So enjoy your day. I'm gonna enjoy mine. It's about almost 1 o'clock, and the rest of the day is a movie day, okay? And at some point, I gotta wash my hair. I have to. Anyway. All right, guys, I hope you're well. Treat one another with kindness, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks. Peace.